Well, I wanted to start by thanking all of our listeners that came to our Shop with the Doc Thursday night. We had so much fun.
It went well?
Oh, it was great. We had a blast. And we learned a ton of great information there as well. And so I think everyone was surprised at how much I actually know about grocery shopping. But it's almost like a little hobby of mine to go through and find some of the latest ideas for recipes and healthy spices and food choices. And I love to study all that and to learn about that. And I guess one of the reasons is you have to understand I do meal prep. So I pre-prep all of the meals that I eat, 3 meals and 3 snacks a day. And
how far in advance do you do that?
Usually 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do a little more. But and that's measuring all the carbs, proteins, and fats in each one of those meals. So you have to be inventive and come up with new ideas, or it gets boring really quickly.
Understood.
And so I was able to pass some of that on to some of the people that were there. But we had a lot of fun. And my spillover class is tonight. And we do have a waiting list. And I think we're working on planning the next one. Right now, we're shooting for around March the 31st, which will be the last Thursday of the month. We're going to have another one. So these things are filling up faster than we can schedule classes.
What's the fee on
Nothing.
shop?
No, it's a free class.
It's free to go shop
class.
with the Doc.
Yeah, and
now
so,
you're not going to buy my groceries, but you're just going to show me how to buy my groceries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and we'll show you how to buy groceries and keep it within your food budget too. You know, one of the things about people think of healthy food as bland, boring, and expensive, and we're proving them wrong on all 3 of those things at Shop with the Doc. So we go to Whole Foods and we sit down and we actually have a little class, and then we walk from aisle to aisle and go through item by item of ideas that you can buy. And so if you want to get on the waiting list for our Shop with the Doc class, you'll want to call now and get on the list. They're filling up faster than we can schedule them. So we have a whole section on our Shop with the Doc on ways to reduce sugar in our diet. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more about that and explain to people what the American food industry has done with sugar additives in our food. Because sugar is the number one problem in the typical American diet. And the truth is that it's not our fault. There is a concerted effort, which I'll explain throughout the whole show, but there is a concerted effort to get us addicted to sugar by the processed food industry, and it's planned out. This is something that this is something that they have purposely done, and sugar is in everything. And many people have simply tried to stop eating sugar and have failed at it, and that's because that most people are on this sort of sugar craving roller coaster that goes on and don't know how to put the brakes on. But sugar is lurking literally in every corner of your kitchen cabinet. Even the foods that you might be eating every day as part of what you've been told is a, quote, healthy diet or healthy lifestyle, you don't realize how much hidden sugar is in a lot of those foods that say healthy on the package. And you might be thinking, well, I don't eat very much sugar. I eat a fairly healthy diet, and all of us have fallen into that trap. But I want to give you a vivid example of how much sugar you might really be eating if you ate a quote-unquote healthy diet. So let's say for breakfast, you had a serving of cereal with non-fat milk, and you had a grande latte from Starbucks.
Wow.
For lunch, you had a Subway chicken sandwich and a vitamin water and baked Lay's. For a snack, you had a Yoplait Greek yogurt. And for dinner, you had a Healthy Choice pineapple chicken dinner and a 20-ounce Lipton iced tea. So, well, I'm eating pretty healthy. You know, I had Subway for lunch.
Sounds like it, yeah.
I had non-fat milk for breakfast. I had yogurt, which they tell me is healthy. My dinner said Healthy Choice on the package. I'm doing pretty good for myself. And so would you say the amount of sugar in that is either A, 12 teaspoons, B, 24, or C, 42 teaspoons?
Well, just because of the subject matter, I'm gonna go with the gross one, 42.
It is. It's
wow, 42 teaspoons.
Teaspoons of sugar in that. And that's not counting for the late night snack attacks and the desserts and sneaking a cookie
because
here
you're
and
craving
there
more
and something.
sugar.
Correct.
Wow.
So that's 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now, most folks eat more than that. And our kids, the amount of sugar that our kids eat is mind-blowing. So if you ask most people, do you eat more sweets or do your children, they're going to say, my kids. The kids eat sugar all the time. You can't let them do that. The average American now consumes 3 pounds of sugar every single week in their diet. It's crazy.
That's almost gross when you think about it.
Disgusting.
So you might be wondering, how is that even possible? And when I get back, I'm going to show you how this is possible. I'm going to give you some insider details of what the processed food industry does that they don't want you to know about their practices and ways that they get us literally addicted to food. They've done studies on rats. It's addictive. And so, but let me just tell you this, it's no accident. So right after the break, we're going to take a little break. After that, I'm going to talk about what the processed food industry is doing to us.
You're listening to Wellness Wednesdays with Dr. Kevin.